Hey y'all, welcome to Lighthouse Deliverance Ministries. So really fast, I have to address something that I believe that every last one of us, especially if you are going through deliverance with Christ, need to know. And it's that you must maintain your deliverance. See, a lot of us thinks that whenever you get deliverance, you get a free will to kind of do whatever you want now. You can go wherever you want, do whatever you want, act however you want. But what I understand is that you must maintain your deliverance. It's a maintenance that you must continue to use while you are going through deliverance. See, let's say for example, is you have been delivered from a emotional spirit. And all your life you have been trapped in your emotions, and the enemy have been giving you all of these negative emotions. Instead of feeling love, you was feeling anger. Instead of feeling kindness and joy, you was feeling depression. And all of these things start to happen, and you get delivered by Jesus Christ, and he comes along, he heals you, he sets you free from every demonic spirit. And this is what I mean by you must maintain it. See, just because those demons are gone, that's affecting your emotions now, don't mean that they won't come back. See, the Bible clearly states that a demon leaves from a host whenever they're cast out, and they go finding a place to rest, and they find none. Then they return back to that place, finding it clean and empty. And so as long as it's clean and empty, they can't get back in. So they go and they find 7 more demons worse than what they are, and they try to get back into the host that they had left from. So when you're going through deliverance, it's the safest bet is to stay away from whatever it was that put you in deliverance in the first place. Prime example, if you're going through that emotional spirit, stay away from those friends that made you feel that way. Stay away from situations that make you feel depressed. Stay away from people that have anger issues or anger problems. I'm not saying to write them off out of your life. I'm just saying be careful going around them. Be careful going around the people in your past. It's kind of like, when me and my wife was talking about this, we had this analogy of the car. And we said that when you get a new car, and let's just say you mess the car up really bad, and the car is full of mud and junk all over it, and Christ comes and clean that car brand new, and it's spotless. You can see your reflection in that car. You don't want to go and drive that car back on the same roads that muddied it up. You're going to find an alternate route. And so what I'm saying by maintaining your deliverance is that some of us have went through deliverance in our marriages, but you get to a season and you start to fall again, and you start to get angry again, and you start to go back to those old attacks again, and you're wondering, okay, I went through deliverance, like what's going on? Why is it that we're fighting again? Why are we going through the season again? It's because you're not maintaining your deliverance well. See, if you was delivered from a homosexual spirit, the last thing you need to do after deliverance is to go around more homosexual spirits. No, this is not something you need to do right away until Christ tell you that you are able to go out and maybe preach the word to them, but you don't need to be comfortable with them. You don't need to go around those homosexual friends that you may have failed to in the past. You need to go around those homosexual family members, people who love to reminisce the past. I don't like to even talking to you, because if you knew me from my past, but you don't know me for who I am today, that's going to be a problem, because you must learn to respect my deliverance. So if I get around you and you start trying to do something that I was delivered from, you don't respect the fact of what I went through. You don't respect my deliverance enough. You don't care about the pain that I suffered because of these demons and because of this mindset that I had. So if you don't care about all that, I'm not going to sit here in your presence. I'm not going to sit here and play these games with you. See, some of us keep putting ourselves back into on that altar and needing more deliverance, because we're not respecting our own deliverance. See, when you respect your deliverance, you understand that I'm not going to go playing around with it. It's something that was given to you by Christ. It's something that all of us needs in everyday situations. And I'm not going to go playing around with that. And so when this word came to me, I knew I needed to share it, because there's someone out here today, and I don't know when you're watching this video, it could be a year from now. And I'm just saying, respect your deliverance. You have to respect it, because no one is going to respect it for you. See, Christ cleaned you as white as snow. And it's not okay for you to go and return back to your vomit, as the Bible says. You have been cleaned. There's no reason to sit and to suffer again the same thing you've been delivered from, because those spirits will try to return again. It's terrible to keep putting yourself back into the same environment that caused you to fall in the first place. Prime example, if you know that you have a weak mind towards friends and you fall into peer pressure a lot, and that peer pressure led you to doing threesomes, and it led you to doing orgies, and it led you to, wild parties. It's not good after you have been delivered from that spirit. After all of that, if the pain has caused your life, for you to go back around those same friends, it's time to cut them off. It's time to cut off that way of living. If you have a spirit of seduction that you finally have gotten rid of, a spirit spouse that you have finally gotten rid of, don't go trying to please yourself the same way the spirit spouse was pleasing you in your dreams. Don't go with that spirit of seduction at 3 a.m. and thinking, it's okay, I'm delivered, so I can stroll anywhere I want at 3 a.m. And that spirit will come across your phone again, and you looking at it like, okay, I got delivered from this, so I can keep strolling. And you just keep strolling. Instead of fleeing from sexual immorality, you still strolling in it. So what I'm telling you guys, that it's a true thing. We must learn to maintain our deliverance. We got to become maintenance men of our own deliverance. The Bible says to evaluate yourself daily. So you need to take notes of what you are doing as a Christian, because no one is going to be the blame of you returning back into your filth but you. See, when you're healed and you decide that you want to go back into it, that's your choice. What I'm saying is that you must maintain your deliverance. Don't allow the enemy, don't allow no thought, don't allow nothing to get into the way in between you and Christ. Stay delivered. So I'm just here to tell you guys today to stay delivered. I have seen many times now where someone will, or in my case even, where was delivered from something, but then we go right back into the thing that we was delivered from, and then now we need deliverance again because we refuse to stop going into the path again. So it's certain music you don't need to listen to. If you was delivered from a spirit of hostility or aggression, and there's certain sounds that you shouldn't listen to. There's certain movies you shouldn't watch. Why are you watching and entertaining the very things that you was interested in? There's a homosexual spirit. Why are you watching vampires make love on TV? It makes no sense. If you know like all these things like that, and it's just stay away from it. Notice it and cut it out of your life. Notice it and cut it out. Otherwise, you're going to be right back getting deliverance again. Because you will fall to that same spirit if you allow that seed to grow and grow, because you keep feeding it, because you're not maintaining it, keeping that grass cut. Keep your grass cut in those areas. You don't need nothing to grow up in those areas. Remove those seeds out of your life and keep that deliverance, because it's a free gift of God and it's something amazing. The Bible and the prayer, it says to deliver us from evil. And this is the prayer that Jesus said in his prayer of how we should pray. So he wants us to be delivered from evil. You should want the same thing for yourself, to stay delivered from that evil. I pray that this message have reached the right person. I pray that you choose today to stay delivered and stay away from any situation. You could have been asking God a question. You could have been saying, Lord, can I go to this party? Lord, should I go over here and talk to my husband about this? Should I go and have my wife dressed like this for me? And God is saying, no, stay delivered. There's someone out here that has a question and they're wondering because they missed the pleasure or they missed how it used to look. So they want to do something close to it. And God is saying, no, stay delivered. Stay out your flesh, stay delivered. Turn around and come back over here towards me and stay delivered. Okay? So I pray that you guys understand what I'm saying, and God bless y'all. Have an amazing day.